And language war is brewing and it could divide India. And if we don't wake up now, it would be too late. Did you know over 19,500 languages and dialects existed in India? Today, only handful are still thriving. The rest dying, forgotten, erased. We all know that South India has always resisted Hindi. It's not new, but something has changed. Today, more voices are raising. The phrase Hindi imposition is echoed across the South. But on the other side, most North Indians don't even believe that Hindi is being forced. So let's ask the real question. Is Hindi being pushed on us? The short answer? Yes. Let's look at the constitution for a moment. Hindi and English both are official languages of central government of India. Article 343 says that Hindi in Devanagari script is the official language of Union. But it also clearly allows English to continue, especially in places like judiciary and parliament. Now here's something most people don't talk about. The Official Languages Act gives more clarity. And the 8th schedule of the constitution, a list of 22 languages like Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Punjabi and so on. That means all these 22 languages are official languages of India, not just Hindi. And here is a kicker. India does not have a national language, but still Hindi is being prominently pushed on Indians, especially in the South. But here is a shocking part. Most Hindi speaking people don't even believe this is happening. They think it's all being aggregated. So instead of just talking, let me show you a few videos.
सर वो जानबूझ के बोलते ही नहीं है, लाइक अगर वो ना जानते
तो थोड़ा तुम लोग भी कन्नड़ा सीख लो।
सर ये कोई वर्केबल अरे यार
हम भी बोल सकते हैं थोड़ा, आप भी हिंदी सीख लीजिए। हिंदी हमारी राष्ट्र
नहीं तो क्या
हिंदी तो एटलीस्ट एवरीवन शुड नो।
I don't really learn Kannada. Even if I know that I need to or I should, I don't.
Which is the official language of Bangalore?
Bangalore doesn't have an official language.
हिंदी और संस्कृत। I'm putting my bets on both. हिंदी मलयालम
और Namma, Bangalore, Tamil, English.
Imagine this, I come to your city and act like you should know Kannada. Is that fair? Now look, I personally speak around 5 to 6 languages, and whenever I travel I take time to learn few phrases, few words, just enough to connect with people. It's a simple gesture of respect, something that makes a conversation a little smoother and a lot more human. But now imagine this, I say I won't speak your language, you speak to me in my language. Tell me honestly, is that fair? Absolutely not. So far we have spoken about people, but now let's take a step further and talk about how governments are quietly imposing Hindi. Take a look at our highways, even signboards, English and Hindi. Not just in UP or Delhi, but even in remote corners of South India. Places many Hindi speakers have never even visited, and yet Hindi is there. Why? Now let's talk about Bangalore. Less than 10% of the population speak Hindi. Still, Bangalore Metro proudly flashed Hindi signs, while 90% of the locals, Kannada speakers, are ignored. And whenever we raise this issue, the response is always the same. It's just another language to help people. Okay, fair enough. There are millions of South Indians living and working in North India. Then why don't we even see a single board in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada or Malayalam there? Why is it always a one-way street?
I'm only talking about this particular case in a metro. And why I say metro is because it's a public transport. It's for everybody. It's for everybody.
Similar.
A locality
so
on the ground.
here also in the national capital. This is the national capital, right? So in the national capital.
But here the local language is not Kannada, no?
So but I'm saying over there also
there
the local language is Kannada. So it's the local language is not Hindi?
No, it's not Hindi.
Exactly.
But it doesn't stop there. The Prime Minister speaks in Hindi. Parliament sessions mostly in Hindi. And look at the names of every government schemes and programs. Awas Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, all in Hindi. The push is massive. It's right in front of our eyes. Yet, people say Hindi is not being imposed. But here is a tragic irony. Hindi isn't just being used to suppress South Indian languages, it also quietly buried its own siblings. Languages like Magahi, Bhojpuri, Maithili, once celebrated, once sung by the poets and philosophers, are now dismissed as mere dialects. Ask a school kid in Delhi, have you ever heard of Maithili folklore? They'll likely say, what's Maithili? This isn't just a linguistic dominance, it's a linguistic extension. And if North India's own kids are being sacrificed for Hindi, what chance do Tamil, Telugu, Kannada or Malayalam have? There's another angle you probably haven't even noticed. It's not just about roads, metros or government speeches. This one is more dangerous because it's psychological and it's everywhere. Now let me tell you the first psychological push. That is news channels. And no, I'm not talking about Aaj Tak or regular Hindi news channels. I'm talking about so-called English news channels. Times Now, Republic, News 18, all of them. Let's say I don't understand Hindi, but I turn on an English news channel because, well, it's supposed to be English, right? Here is what I get.
Satya Prakash is joining us live from Mumbai. Satya Prakash, who are these people? Which part of Mumbai they are in? And what explains their happiness?
देखिए मुंबई में जश्न मनाया जा रहा है, मैं तस्वीरें दिखा रहा हूँ, पटाखे लेके जा रहे हैं, कहाँ क्या करने वाले हैं?
जो देखिए 10 मार्च से जो संसद का जो बजट सत्र है उसका दूसरा हिस्सा शुरू होगा और ये जो अमेंडमेंट्स के साथ जो जेपीसी की रिपोर्ट्स थी वो 13 तारीख को पेश की गई थी पार्लियामेंट में।
ना खुदा मिला ना विसाले सनम, ना इधर के रहे ना उधर के रहे।
Did you notice they're speaking Hindi without a single subtitle? But if someone speaks in Kannada or Tamil, on the same channel, subtitles appear instantly like this. So these channels that claim to be English, they're not really English news channels. They are psychological factories, slowly normalizing Hindi in your subconsciousness. But that's just the beginning. Let's talk about the spam calls you get. Ever notice that they start in Hindi? Even your bank calls, customer service, insurance reminders, all in Hindi. This never used to happen. Now it does. They're not just offering services, they're training you psychologically, pushing Hindi bit by bit, call by call, and it doesn't stop there. Open your Gmail or Facebook, suddenly it's in Hindi. You search something on Google, Hindi results. Reels filled with Hindi content. Your brand new iPhone, the default language, the first language when it comes is Hindi. Is it an accident or a strategy? We are being surrounded by Hindi, digitally, mentally, emotionally. Even Sanskrit is being Hindified. Rama became Ram. Krishna became Krishna. Shiva became Shiv. Even our country name is now Bharat, the Hindified version of the original Sanskrit name Bharata. This isn't accidental. The Hindi imposition is in full swing. But like Newton said, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That is what you're seeing in South India right now. Especially in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, a strong Dravidian identity is brewing. And trust me, it's not good for the unity of this country. In second part of this video, I will break down how Tamil politics is changing the psychological mindset of South Indians and why it's becoming a serious issue. Before I leave you, remember, language is not just a tool, it's an identity. And when identity is threatened, resistance becomes inevitable. But we must remember, unity doesn't come from one language. It comes from equal respect for all. Swasti.